Hey all, and welcome to Tower Ruin. And this is Pyros. Some developments have been happening since the last posting. This machine was originally given to a friend in order to do a project with a embedded application, I believe CNC or some type of industrial work, but that fell through and it came back to me. So this one's going to take over some bits from the Nova project. And Nova's going to focus on later era stuff instead. So let me go ahead and show you the changes and what's inside here in just a moment. Alright, we're back, and here is the internals. Here is the Pentium II 400 CPU with a terribly grafted on 80mm fan. You can see from Nova are both the 3DFX video card and this PCTV capture card. It also is going to retain its own IDE emulator, in this case 32 gig SD card, and it has a Soundblaster Live. Unfortunately, one thing I'd found out during some behind the scenes work is that the Monster Sound card is no longer functional, which sucks. This hard drive here, not going to be in use at all. Forget it. It doesn't exist. This one is a DVD drive, allegedly out of some type of an Apple machine, and this one is a CD-ROM, a 52 speed device. Then we're also keeping a 3.5 floppy for now, but we're not going to worry about floppies at this time. And just to cover up a porthole, this is a little VGA to break out little ribbon. Not really going to do squat here, it's just to cover the hole for now. And then of course, here is a Ethernet card. This one is a Linksys card. I believe I found another one in my stash. And then we have in here an overkill amount of RAM. I believe this is 512 megabytes of PC100 RAM. So, hooray for overkill. And then I don't like to lose slot links, so I just zip tied it over here. And then, of course, we have our regular power supply right there. This one, of course, I can read it upside down. Yeah, okay, it's a 300 watt. Here's a shot of the back. Here for the capture card, we need this cable here to go into the line input. Then I just covered these additional holes with electrical tape. Kind of ghetto, but you know what? I don't care. Alright, let's go ahead and put it together, and let's go ahead and get an OS on this thing. Alrighty. Here we are with, here's the BIOS here. Let it go ahead and do its detection. I think it's funny, it says SD to CF card adapter. Somebody clearly screwed that one up. I already trimmed out some of the boring stuff of getting a functional floppy disk and getting the SD card formatted. Here's the memory that's available. At least this is what Windows 95's command prompt can see. Going to the CD drive and starting setup. I usually pass these additional flags that you see here to skip scan disk and another check. This way the setup process goes quicker. And here we are, Windows 95 on a Pentium II. Trust me, it seems right. Anyways, here's the setup. Of course, nobody ever actually reads this. This is actually the OSR2 release, so this one will have some additional features that regular Windows 95 does not. Of course, we're going to go with the defaults, install it on C Windows. And I almost always go for a custom install. I want to be able to pick the components. And we're going to skip over this part here with my CD key, so catch you in just a moment. Alright. Doesn't really let you select individual things here. Next we go to accessories. I like the character map and all these other things, desktop management, the games. The mouse pointers I kind of hesitate on, but this is a better copy of the disc that I have, so I feel confident in putting that over. In the past I've had that part of the disc be scratched and unable to install correctly. We're not really going to need net meeting or phone dialer as I don't have a modem, and I'm pretty sure that service is dead now. The backup is intended for a tape backup, which I do not have. And I may as well put these in now, because it's going to ask for it when I go to do the sound card. And why not the sample sounds? But I usually skip the multimedia. That just takes up extra disk space that I don't need. Yeah, I'm going to skip them. Here we go, time to name the PC. For some reason it always takes your company as a work group, but I prefer to set to the default just work group. Nobody ever checks this stuff anyway. Okay, time to go next. And I'm going to tell it I do not want the startup disk. I already have one made up, it's better. Alright, time to take the plunge. You're rarely ever going to see that drum again. Maybe in Windows 98 every once in a while. You've all installed Windows before. Alright, time to restart. I think we'll just cut to the next stage. Oh, good old boring Windows 95 startup screen. And Microsoft Idiot Exploiter. Yeah, looks like it wasn't able to get an IP address. That's awesome. Something to look into. This is the only time this window looks like this. Okay, here's our boring desktop, and yes, it is 8:53 p.m. at the time of recording. And you can see here's the devices. It doesn't know what these are just yet, but it does know what the rest of this stuff is. Let's get the display working first. This is from the 3DFX driver archive. Link in the description. They usually recommend that you install these in safe mode. At least that's what I've been told in the past. We're going to live dangerously. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. We have to have Internet Explorer to install a driver? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Oh well, it's not like I wasn't going to put it in anyway for some other stuff. Here's a cached copy that I saved from a long time ago. Unfortunately, doing the customize is very problematic. Whatever I didn't download back then is not really accessible anymore. But thankfully, with this release, you skip the desktop update that's included with Internet Explorer 4 that just kills resources. It more or less makes Windows 95 behave like Windows 98 in terms of how Explorer works. I personally hate it. I hate this, this is stupid. Probably could have just right-clicked and installed it to the manual way, but... Okay. Go, screwing up Windows, just so I can install a driver, because somebody can't write a help file to not use Internet Explorer. Or whatever its stupid dependency is. Don't want to find out, don't care. Okay, every time you reboot Windows, subsequently you have the option to turn this off. And I'm going to. And now, time to try this again, since Internet Explorer is already on the machine.